Hi, this is Mabel Jolit, BSIT. Welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer Activity 11.5.1 Basic Cisco Device Configuration. Learning Objectives: Configure Cisco Router Global Configuration Settings. Configure Cisco Router Password Access. Configure Cisco Router Interfaces. Save the router configuration file. Configured a Cisco switch. In Task 1, configure Cisco Router Global Configuration Settings. Step 1, Physical Devices. Connect the console rollover cable to the console port in the router. Connect the crossover cable between the host computer's network interface card in IC and the router interface. Pass Ethernet 0/0. Connect the straight through cable between the router interface pass Ethernet 0/1 and any of the switch interfaces. Then ensure that power has been applied to the host computer, switch, and router. Okay. So first, let's connect the PC or host 1 to router 1 using the copper crossover cable. Pass Ethernet to pass Ethernet 0/0. The next is router 1 to switch. Okay, pass Ethernet 0/1. So we will use copper straight through cable 0/1, then 0/1. The next is switch to PC host 2, 3. And next, we'll connect the console, the PC to router 1, R2, console. We're finished connecting the devices. So step 2, connect host computer to router through PT. Let's turn on the devices. Let's turn it on, the devices. Okay. Next. Okay. Start the PT terminal program by clicking on host 1, desktop tab, terminal, leave all values default when you click terminal. Okay. Click desktop, terminal, then leave all blah, then no, start, enable, then config, terminal. So this is the third step, configure global configuration hosting settings. So this is the global configuration. So first is the configure, then host terminal, host name. So copy, paste, then enter. Configure banner. Okay. The next is banner mode. Banner MOTD. this one. So in banner, choose terminating character that will not use in the message. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So enter. Then let's proceed to. So this at the end of this task, your completion rate should be 30. So my completion here is 30%. And let's proceed to task 2. Configure Cisco router. Password access password are set for the privileged ESIC mode and use entry points such as console, IOX, and virtual lines. The privileged ESIC mode password is the most critical password since it controls access to the configuration mode. So step 1, configure the privileged ESIC mode. So Cisco IOS supports. So let's proceed to router 1 configuration, enable secret class. Okay. Copy. Enter. Next is line console 0. So configure console password. So the console password control console access to the router. Okay, enter. Then password Cisco. Then log in. Step 3, configure the virtual line password. So line VTY. Virtual line password controls telnet access to the router. In early Cisco versions, only the virtual lines could be set 0 through 4. In the newer Cisco iOS version, the number has been explained. Unless a telnet password is set, access on the virtual line in black. Okay. The next is password Cisco. Enter. Then log in. Issue command exec. What is the router prompt? What is the mode? Okay. So what's that? Then log in, enter, then exit. Okay. At the end of this task, your completion rate showed 43%. The completion here is 43%. And let's proceed to task 3, configure Cisco router interfaces. So step 1, configure the router fast Ethernet 0/0 interface with the last usable address in the second subnet. Okay. Subnet 1 in the address chart. So I will add PC1. PC1 now is 198. Ano? Okay, let's put na lang. 19. So sa pass Ethernet. copy, enter, then okay. Pass Ethernet 0. So ito yun. Pass Ethernet 1. Dot 46. Okay. 255 dot 255 255 dot 240. Yun ang PC. 198.133.33. And 240, then that 33, 46, that 46. Then host number 3. One nine eight dot 133 dot 219 dot 34 255 dot 255 dot 240 enter, then that 46. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so task 3, configure Cisco. So to interface pass Ethernet, copy, enter, then description, enter, then IP address, and the subnet mask. IP address is 198.133.219. That's our first usable. It's 30. Then subnet is 255.255.255.240. Okay, enter. Then no shutdown. Okay, line change interface pass Ethernet 0/0 change state to up. Okay, so change up. Let's proceed to step 2. Configure the router pass Ethernet 0/1 interface with the last usable address in the third subnet. Okay, so interface, so copy, let's exit first, then copy, paste, then description, address. The last usable IP address is 198.193.219.46, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.240. Enter, and no shutdown. Enter. So interface pass Ethernet 0/1 change step to up. Okay. So exit. Step 3, configure the host computer. Okay, configure the host computer for the LAN connectivity. Recall the LAN configuration window is the access by clicking the PC, going the desktop, and the clicking IP address. Okay. So we're here already in host 1. IP address. So our first usable IP address is 198.133.219. We will use what's this? So 1710 first usable for the host. First usable host. Okay, 17. Then 240 subnet mask, and our default gateway is 198.133.219.30. So this is the first usable IP address in the router. Okay. And let's proceed to PC host number 2. So number 2 is 198.133.219.33. Enter, then 240, then 198.133.219.46. So our last usable IP address is 46. Okay. Let's proceed to PC. So this one is 18.198.133.219.18. I know that 34, no, 18 lang po. Like 33, then 34. Then 240. Then this one is just copy. Just 46. Okay. Step number 4, verify network connectivity. Use ping command to verify network connectivity in the router. If ping replies are not successful, troubleshoot the connection. So let's ping using the command prompt. Okay, ping 198. Let's open na lang this one. So this is the first usable IP address. So enter. PC host number 2. So, successful. Pinging was successful. Copy. Enter. So, pinging 198.133. Okay. 133.219.17 with 32 bytes of data. So, pinging statistic for 198.133.219.17 packet sent 4, received 4, and lost is 0. Approximate round trip times in milliseconds, minimum 0 milliseconds, maximum 16 milliseconds, average of 4 milliseconds. Ping statistic for 198.133.219.33 packet sent 4, received 3. Let's try again this one. So ping okay. Here. So packet sent 4, received 4, 0, lost. Okay, and ping statistic 198.133.219.34. Packet sent 4, received. Packet 3 lang and 1 lost. So let's try again this one. So ping 34. Okay. Copy. Paste. Enter. Okay. Ping statistic for 198.133.219.34 packet sent. 4 received, 4 lost, 0. Okay. At the end of this task, your completion rate should be 83%. So completion here is 83%. And let's proceed to task number 4. Save the router configuration file. Cisco iOS to RAM configure starts as running configuration and NVRAM configuration. So step 1, computer router RAM and NVRAM configuration. Okay, router 1. So let's click the router 1. Open. Okay. Router 1 show. So let's end this. Okay. Show startup config. Copy. Enter. Startup config is not present. And let's proceed to display of RAM. Enter. So invalid input. Yan. Okay. So ganun pa rin. Then let's go to show running config. So wala siya. Okay. Save RAM configuration to NVR RAM. Then copy running config startup config. So let's try this. Enter. Okay. At the end of this task, your completion said 83. Okay, let's proceed to task 5. Configure a Cisco switch. Also, let's proceed to switch. Online interface, enter. Enable connectivity. Then set device to switch 1. Copy. Enter. Then enable class. Copy. So configure privilege CC password. Then next is line console. Enter. Password. Copy. Enter. Login. Configure virtual line password. Set virtual line access password to Cisco. There are 16 virtual lines that can be configured on Cisco iOS switch 0 through 15. Okay. Copy. Enter. Password. Enter. So log in. At the end of this task, your completion rate should be 100%. So here's my completion rate is 100%. So let's check the result status. Okay. So it's all checked. And that's the end of our activity. Activity 11.5.1 Basic Cisco Device Configuration. Thank you and hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something. And see you on my next video.